Welfare agencies in Tasmania have experienced a doubling in the need for crisis help in the past year. They're feeling overwhelmed. But a new food distribution charity about to open its doors should help relieve some of that pressure. Foodbank receives donated food and other products and then passes them on to the stretched welfare sector. Lucy Shannon reports.
Things are starting to get busy at Foodbank HQ. After years of planning, goods will soon be shipped to people in need.
What we need to do is utilise the racking where the pallets can go in.
For Tim Dunn of Hobart's Baptist Church, it's the realisation of a dream. After being told in 2008 Tasmania wouldn't be considered for a food bank for 4 years, he worked tirelessly to get it happening, and he's pulled it off in half that time.
We got a small $10,000 grant from the government and did a feasibility study, and then about 15 months later through that study was where I met Michael Kent.
The business identity got on board as chairman and straight away tapped into his far-reaching connections, encouraging corporate donations.
I've had not one knockback with all the discussions I've had with various people, and it's taken a bit of time to get to where we are today, but it's been totally well worth it.
Foodbank is a national not-for-profit organisation. Tasmania is the second last state to get one. Manufacturers and producers donate goods which are sorted at this depot, also donated, then they're distributed by welfare agencies to the needy. Some products will have to be bought by welfare groups for 75 cents a kilo, but most essentials are free. The agencies were given a first-hand look at the Foodbank distribution centre yesterday. Now they're champing at the bit to get started.
Lots of pork.
Cook that for lunch.
I think one of the great strengths of Foodbank will be the consistency and the continuity, and also just the sheer variety. It really will make a significant difference to the sort of help and assistance we can give to those coming into our services.
Therese Taylor says it's common to see families going without food to pay for the power bill. Colony 47 isn't funded to provide food, but it manages to cook about 70 meals a day across a range of services. Despite the name, Foodbank is not just food. There are cleaning products and presents for Christmas hampers.
When clients come in, especially if you've lost your accommodation, you usually lose everything. And especially if you've been evicted, etc. If we can give people a starter pack so they can feed the children, so they can have some comfort and security and know that where the next meal's coming from, that's going to make a huge difference to them as they look for their accommodation, as they look for employment.
About 60,000 Tasmanians are believed to be living on or below the poverty line. The state also has Australia's lowest household incomes, but the cost of living continues to grow. The CEO of the Hobart City Mission says he's been overwhelmed by the rapid increase in need in just the past year.
Our workload in the emergency relief area has doubled over the past 12 months. There is a different range of clients. Not only are we looking at people on very low levels of need, we're finding now that we're getting an increase in what we call the working poor.
Gary Fletcher believes the doubling in need represents a flow-on effect from the global economic crisis. At the moment, Hobart City Mission spends about $300,000 a year on supermarket vouchers for the disadvantaged. Foodbank will mean a good proportion of that money will be saved.
We're able then, when people come to us on an emergency basis, able to meet their needs immediately rather than having to go through the process of giving them a gift card, then trying to find a local supermarket.
For Tim Dunn and the band of Foodbank volunteers, seeing the level of need in the community has been a real eye-opener. Helping out is no small task.
The idea of 35 hours a week or 40 hours a week has gone out the door. We work here, we sort of, my wife's also involved, we do it at home as well.
For now, the welfare agencies will organise distribution to the north and northwest of the state themselves. But it's hoped within a few years, all regions of Tasmania will be serviced by Foodbank.
A lot of the distribution will be through volunteers, and warehousing in the north of the state has been made available free of charge.
As have freight services. And the call has gone out for remaining necessities.
We need obviously to build a cool room and a frozen room. We need a chilled and frozen truck per se. So I'll certainly be out with our people here knocking on doors, endeavouring to get support, and I'm very, very confident that we will get support.